Environmental decline and the growing burden of urban sprawl present all kinds of new challenges to us. The result, people are trying to find sustainable ways to live. In the midst of this, some stand out, the visionaries. Welcome to Top Leaders. I'm your host, Diana Lammertz. One of those visionaries is Carsten Pfau, founder of and CEO at agriculture investment company Agri Terra. 30 years ago, he started establishing a small business empire in Paraguay. This year, he's boldly listing 5 companies on the Asunción Stock Exchange. Welcome, Carsten.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Carsten, one of your many projects is the Aldera Resort. It merges nature with modern living. What sparked this vision?
First of all, I was offered a property which is 1,600 hectares, which is huge. It's enormous. And we had the chance to apply for a permit to convert it into a gated community. But by now it turned into a project that allows us to build 5,000 homes. So it's more a suburb, a new suburb than actually a gated community. Still, it maintains the spirit of a gated community, but it's so big that it could be considered a suburb. It's right outside the capital, Asunción, and it has a big golf course. It has a laguna. It has a landing strip for private planes. It has a sports park where you can play tennis and whatever sport you want, even polo. And as I said, it's right outside. A school wants to come there and open its gates, and a university. So we actually create basically a new small town right outside Asunción, which is exciting. I really love that. It was big in the press and the media here in Paraguay. And it's about $1 billion in sales. So it impacts the Paraguayan economy quite heavily.
How has your 30-year journey in Paraguay shaped projects like this?
I came here, and to be honest, I wanted to stay about a year and a half. I just graduated from university, and I thought, I felt I was still a little young. Many of my colleagues still studied, so I graduated quite fast. And I thought, let's go to Paraguay for a year, learn the language. It's a little bit of exotic, at least for Europe, for Germany. And then I planned to go back, but then, a year turned into 2, and 2 turned into almost 30 years now. And of course, you acquire a lot of experience, and you have to learn first the language, which is quite obvious, but then you have to learn also how the Latin mentality works, which is quite different from, let's say, Germany, where I was born and raised. And learning how the mentality actually works is almost like learning another language on the side. And of course, today, to do all the investment projects we do here, you base it on this experience. You have to know how your investors think and tick. They live outside. We have investors from the US, from Germany, from Asia. They think quite differently, but on the other side, I have to know how things work here in South America. So we are the bridge, so to speak.
And you're always working on very successful projects. The current one is taking 5 of the companies public, and the offering is buzzing. What's the strategy behind that?
Yeah, the Paraguayan Stock Exchange is growing fast, but it's still at its beginning. It reminds me a little bit of when New York started to have a stock exchange maybe 100 years ago, or European countries, Great Britain, Germany. And Paraguay is a little bit in this level, and they now starting to improve. The volume of trades is going up and up and up. And surprisingly, there are many Paraguayans who want to invest in companies, who want to buy equities, and there's almost no offer. They can buy bonds and they can buy whatever kind of securities, but not equities in companies. And actually, a broker talked to me and said, could you please list something? I said, yeah, I love that. And 5 of our 23 companies we have here, we are preparing for an IPO, and quite interesting projects. We're doing juice concentrate, we're doing mineral water, we're doing strawberry production and orange. We are one of the largest orange growers in the country anyway, and we're listing a country club we have. So it's 5 completely different areas, different business types. We bring them public, and Yeah, it looks like they will be oversubscribed, so this is a nice situation for us.
Most definitely. But what do you think? How will your company's listing influence the economy in Paraguay?
In a way, I also have a small TV show here in Paraguay, and we were just discussing this going public. And Paraguay so far has never been connected to international clearing systems, and now they are doing that. Among other things, because of our going public, because we said, listen, we have many international investors and we need to have international clearing, and now they're doing that. So this opens also the doors for other companies to actually attract international investors through the stock exchange. I'm working closely together with actually the president of the stock exchange, and we are exchanging ideas and experiences. Also, he also worked in London for a while, and this will open for many companies. This will open the gate to get equity investment, and I'm quite excited to be a part of that.
You mentioned one of the companies is orange production. With its greenhouses, Agri Terra has not only become the largest orange, tomato, but also strawberry producers. One more thing, why do you need greenhouses in a land like Paraguay? Please tell us more about that.
One of the hottest countries on the planet. We're doing strawberries, we're doing tomato and peppers in greenhouses, and we cool them down. Actually, we have a technology that was developed in Israel, actually, and it brings the inside temperature down significantly, and it has a cooling technology. So in this part of the world, you have to cool down the inside, and therefore those greenhouses, which is kind of it raises many eyebrows when I go to Europe or partially to the States, and I talk about greenhouses, and then I have to explain why we use greenhouses. And when I explain them that we have to cool down the inside, the environment for the plants, there's this effect. They say, oh yeah, now I see it. And it's always funny. The oranges we grow outside, there are big plantations. Oranges won't grow in greenhouses. But since Paraguay has plenty of sun and plenty of water, it's ideal to grow oranges. And we have gotten to number 3 in the country. Of course, our goal is to be the number one producer soon. There's always this, competitiveness. And it's the ideal place to actually do that.
But as we say, the proof is in the pudding. The projects you're working on have all become extremely successful. So the question is, what's next?
We have just announced a hotel project, which will be a JW Marriott, the JW Marriott in Asunción, and it will be part of a mixed-use high-rise building. We are planning to do something like a 70-story building, which would be the tallest building in the country, even in the area, in the region. And since we do agriculture, but we also do real estate, I find it's an exciting mixture, because basically you cater to basic human needs. You provide food, drink, and shelter. So that's basically our motto, what we do and what we like to do.
Well, we're waiting what's about to come and very excited as well. Thank you, Carsten Pfau, serial entrepreneur and CEO and founder at agriculture investment company Agri Terra.
Oh, thank you. It was fun. Thank you very much.